Welcome 3D students. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a hand that might be used in a cartoon character, or in particular for your monsters that we've been making. Cartoon characters often have three-fingered hands, and this dates back to the early days of Disney animation with Mickey Mouse. When he was drawn with 4 fingers, you can clearly see his hands look unnatural, and he looks much more natural with 3 fingers. In Mickey's very first film, called Playing Crazy, he clearly had 4 fingers and a thumb. And because of the way his hands were drawn as circles, it just looks weird. Pretty consistently, within a year, he ended up with 3 fingers and a thumb pretty consistently, and he's had 3 fingers and a thumb ever since, as do a lot of animated characters. And one of the challenges in creating a hand for our monster is that we need to split these 2 polygons into 3, so we need more edges here, and we have to change the edge flow in order to do that. So let's get started. To do this, you should use a new scene separate from your monster, because you can just merge the hand into your monster scene and use it later, and you can also use it on another character as well. In your front viewport, create a plane, make it basically square, and then give it 1 or 2 length and width segments that divides it into 4 polygons. And then let's switch to the perspective view. I'm going to use Alt-W on my keyboard and turn on edged faces. And let's convert this to an editable poly. Okay, let's go to vertex mode, zoom in a little bit, and let's grab the top and bottom vertices and then scale them out in the z-axis, and then grab the 2 side ones and scale them out in the x-axis to round off the wrist. And then let's switch to polygon mode, select all the polygons, get the move tool, hold down shift, and extrude outward in the y-axis. Now we have a wrist. Now let's go ahead and delete these polygons, and then let's switch to border mode and select that entire border there. Get the move tool, hold down shift, and extrude out a little bit more, and then scale this out in all axes. And this will be the beginning of our hand. Okay, then let's select the top ones and the bottom ones, and let's hold down shift with the move tool and move them out. And then let's get the vertex mode and select the 2 middle ones and pull them back, and then pull these in and pull these in. And let's pull these back just a little bit more, and then we're going to select those same two edges and pull them out one more time, and then go to vertex mode and pull these in and pull these in. Okay, now what we need to do is select all of these edges along the top and the bottom, just these, not the side ones, and pull them out straight using shift move. And then let's get the scale tool and scale them flat in the y direction. And now you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polygons to build 3 fingers with. And now before we move forward, we need to do a little shaping. I'm going to double click on this edge and flatten it out.
Same with this one.
And we just need to sort of flatten out the top of the hand here. And then the bottom of the hand needs to be flat and moved up. I'm going to just select all of these polygons here and flatten them out using the scale tool and the z-axis, and then pull them up like so. And palm of your hand goes inward like that. And then I think take these two and pull them back a little bit. Same with these two corner ones here. And now let's close this hole we have in the side here. Let's select the top and the bottom edge and use bridge. Get swift loop and put a loop sort of in the center there. And then get the move tool and pull it out. Put it sort of in the same vicinity. So that we can then switch to vertex mode and use target weld to weld up the gap. Okay, right click to turn off target weld, and then let's get our edges here, just not the thumb edge. Hold down shift and extrude out one more time. And then select this one and bridge it. And this is where the thumb is going to be, right here. Okay, let's select our top edges. I'm going to switch to the select tool by pushing Q on my keyboard so I don't accidentally select something I don't mean to. And we're not selecting any of the side edges, just the top and the bottom. And we're going to bridge them. And you should end up with something that looks like that. And now we need to put an edge right here so that we can pull that out a little bit and then weld it up right there. Now our fingers are going to come out of these. This is the one finger, this is the second finger, and this is the third finger. So they need to be a little more evenly spaced. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, let's try extruding a finger. We grab these. I'm going to inset them a little bit, and then I'm going to pull them out. I'm just going to switch to the top view and just go ahead and pull it all the way out. I'm going to do the same thing with these. And these. And now it's just a matter of shaping them. I'm going to go ahead and try to round them off on the ends. Okay, let's go ahead and pull these end vertices back to round off the ends of the fingers, like so. So you should also move some of these vertices around where the knuckles might be, like so, maybe down, and then pull these up a little bit. You just want to sort of shape the back of the hand. Now, if this were going to be animated, we'd need many, many more polygons. This is just a very, very low poly hand for our monster. Okay, so the next step is to turn off NURMS, and we're going to begin extruding a thumb. So let's start by selecting border mode and grabbing that opening where the thumb is going to be. Hold down Shift and move it out in the X-axis. And while you have it selected, let's go ahead and scale it flat in the X-axis and then rotate it in this direction and pull it forward in the Y-axis. And you can see where the thumb is going to be. Now let's take these two vertices here and pull them forward. Take these two and pull them. See, this gets tricky because we're not aligned anymore because the thumb is rotated. And we're going to need an edge along the top, so let's go ahead and use Swift Loop to put an edge right there. And we can go ahead and pull that up a little bit and pull these two up like so. So let's switch to border mode. Grab that thumb border, scale it down in all axes a little bit, maybe rotate a little more. And then let's make another extrusion. And when we make this second extrusion, let's rotate it a little bit more and scale it down in all axes. And then let's do one more. Rotate it a little more and then scale it down in all axes. Now the thumb bends sideways, so this would be the tip of the thumb and this would be the thumbnail. So to shape it, I think we should probably do things a little bit differently. Let's grab these edges, these edges opposite each other on the thumb and bridge them. And then let's put a loop in the center, pull that out, and let's go to border mode and right click cap and right click cap. And when we take these and pull them back, actually, let's take this one and pull it forward. Okay, let's see what that looks like with smoothing. And that looks pretty good. I think we have a pretty decent hand. So let's do one final thing. Let's go to vertex mode, select polygon mode, select all the polygons, and clear the smoothing groups, and put them all in smoothing group number 1. Now it's clearly a good idea to shape this as you go so you don't have too much shaping to do at the end. That should probably come out a lot more. If you recall, on the palm of your hand you sort of have that little pad where your thumb is. Right here. Okay, so I know that was a very long video to watch, but you know, it does take time, and it just takes a lot of shaping and a lot of just working with it to get it right. Now, in the next video, I'll show you how to import this and attach it to your monster. And I'll see you then.